Villanova knocked off number 4 Maryland, rounding out a ridiculous stretch of 3 top 4 opponents to start the year for the Wildcats. And finishing that brutal 3-game stretch in style. The Cats got 5 points from Connor Kirst, 5 points from Keegan Kahn. They led the way offensively. Also got a 14-save performance from sophomore goalie Will Vuitton. Villanova nearly didn't hold on to win, though. Up by 5 in the 4th quarter. Maryland stormed back, but the Wildcats able to get a stop to preserve a 1-goal win. So Maryland unable to continue that streak of epic comebacks after doing it against Richmond and Penn in their last 2 games. So we have Coach Mike Corrado joining us now. Coach, you go through that gauntlet in the first 3 games, and that is as tough as anybody has to play in the entire country. And you get one against Maryland last night. What did that mean in terms of kind of what you're selling to the team and a little bit of confidence boost after this really tough start?
Yeah, listen, it's one of those, we're trying to prepare our team for the season, and the timing of those games, playing 3 in a row is tough, but losing the first 2, our guys were, they were feeling a little down, but kept working hard and came every day to get better. And overall, I thought last night was the best game we played, and kind of fortunate that it ended up in our favor.
What is it that the team learns from those first 2 games, and what was different last night in terms of being able to be on the right side against a top 5 team?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the big differences was at the face-off X, we were a little closer to 50% than we were in those 2 earlier games. And so you learn, having the ball is important, and having to defend less it makes things a little bit easier. And so, I think confidence was important to come out of that game with a win, knowing that, when we do get, some good goaltending and some good face-offs, that we can compete with anybody. And so hopefully we can build off of a nice win last night.
I know it was a quick turnaround from the Saturday to the Tuesday to play Maryland, but you watch the film and you see what the Terps have done in the last 2 fourth quarters they had played, and then they start doing it against you guys. What's going through your mind when Maryland makes that run?
Just can the clock go faster, please? We had watched obviously the Richmond game and the Penn game and seeing what they had done, and they're real good. They're hard to defend. They're good at they're good defensively, and so you kind of knew they had a run in them, and we fortunate enough to get that one last stop at the end.
Through this stretch, the first 3 games where you play 3 teams that think they can be in championship weekend, what did you learn about your team?
I thought we learned, just a couple things. One, physically, I think we can compete with those teams, with athleticism and skill. And so I think that should give us confidence moving forward. But also that, when you play those teams at that level, any mistake you make, they capitalize on. And so playing a little bit more consistently is hopefully something that we'll take away from these first 3 games.
You mentioned athleticism, and I saw Connor Kirst. I've seen him the last couple of years play, and I now see him, and he looks to be even bigger and stronger. Is that true? Like, am I seeing things, or has he actually gotten bigger?
I don't know. Listen, he works hard in the weight room, and he's made a real commitment to his fitness this year, and so I don't know if he's gotten any bigger, but he continues to get better as a player. In all aspects of his game.
He was one of the guys last year that really took a nice step forward for you. What have you noticed about what he learned from last season and now entering his final year?
Yeah, listen, I think the biggest thing for him is he knows this is his last season, and his biggest improvement this year is in leadership. He's taken a much more active role in the weight room, in the locker room, and obviously on the field. Of really holding guys accountable and setting a great example for the other guys. And so I'd say that's been his biggest change from last year to this year, is I think, he realizes this is his last chance.
That senior year thing, it kicks in, and it's just like it's a switch. You don't want that season to end. You guys now have a quick turnaround to play Hofstra here on Saturday. I know you haven't probably scouted much, but what do you look for when you see a Hofstra team that you guys have seen quite a bit in the last couple of years?
No, yeah, we've watched we watched some yesterday, and we're watching some today as well. And I think it's a pretty experienced team. Ryan Tierney with, 4-year starter is one of the best players in the country. And I love their defense. They're big, they're long, they're aggressive. They got a very good goaltender. They face off well. So, we anticipate a really good game up there on Saturday.
Coach, we can't wait to see you on Saturday. Congrats again on the win, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.